Yeah, good evening, guys. Welcome back to Deco Graphic Design Training. I believe we're all doing great today. It's your boy Deco Graphics. Today, I want to teach you how you can make amazing monogram logo on your Android smartphone using your PixelLab. And I'm going to teach you step by step how you are going to present this logo on the Mac app. These are amazing tricks which you have never seen before. Kindly sit down, watch as I'm going to unveil to you many tricks on how you can come up with monogram logo and how you can present it on the Mac app. Without wasting much of our time, let's get started. The first thing we need to do is to go to the text area. So we need the initial of this brand name called letter R. Let it be in capital letter. No need to rush. Then you're heading back to the font type. What kind of a font we are going to use? We are going to use an already made font. So which is what? Which is Chantelli Atiqua. Which is Chantelli Atiqua. Then after that, you go to the bold it a little bit. Okay, after bolding, we're going to the stroke and apply stroke. Okay, but let the stroke be something like it. Then you're heading back to the color area, change it as well. Then we are going to increase the size, just as perfect as this. The next thing to do is to go to the padding, enable it so that all the text can be shown. After that has been done, we are going to go to our gallery, import this particular frame which was done behind the screen. After that has been done, going back there and import the second one. After we are able to do this, then the next thing we need to do to put a finishing touch to that, we don't need to reduce unnecessarily. We are reselecting. So select it and make it fit to the screen. You are going back, select it and make it fit to the screen. After you are able to do that, we are going to apply the color differently. So take it for instance, this will carry this color. We take it for instance, this one will carry the second color. Depends on our choice. After that has been done, we can merge. After merging it, that one will give us the opportunity to reduce the size. When we are able to do that, we can just make sure that we measure the size of this particular one as well, so that there won't be any misunderstanding or we won't be able to derail away from principle of graphics. Better still, we can do the same thing to this. So clicking on this, okay, perfect. Then the next thing we can do is to copy. So when you copy, then we have what we call letter C, which is going to be here. Tapping letter C, we are going to position that here. Then when you look at it, everything is seems to be cool. Then the next thing we need to do is to copy. To merge. After merging, we can reduce the size to our taste, just as perfect as this. Go back to relative position to position here. Then we have this. So we go in here, then we go to the brand name. That's the next thing we are going to do. So what do the brand name will be? So we have what we call Renick. We have Renick Concert. Okay, Renick Concert. So go back to the font type. So getting to the font type, which type of a font we are using? I'm using this particular font type called a spartan. Spartan. So before that, I will go to the shape. So getting to the shape, we can merge this. So go to the mask. So when we get to the mask, we have this to be done. We can enable. Okay, why this has to be crop out. So we can do the same, but let it be at the center. let it be at the center while we are going to manipulate this a little bit. We need to manipulate a little bit. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is to make sure that we use our mask effectively. Just try at least to make it to form a kind of a straight line, just as I'm doing, but let the mouth be straight. So after you're able to do that, you try to position. If the mouth is not straight, nothing, stop it, you redo it to make sure that it really blend along with this. So we can adjust this to make sure that it's form what we want it to form. So you can rotate a little bit. Okay, perfect. So go to rotation, rotate a bit to make sure that everything actually work along with how we want it. Okay, perfect. So we can strategize and make this one work well. Okay, so let's have this one rotated. Okay, why we rotate this as well. Okay, perfect. Then we can change our color to something like this to make it obvious. So after that has been done, we have this to position around here. Lock it. Have the position around here, but this needs to be adjusted. So reset. Okay, cool. We can adjust this as well. Adjust. Okay, perfect. So when we're able to do that, we need to be mindful of the kind of a color we want to use. Okay, so the next thing we just need to do after changing that, we have this writer to be changed to something like black. Then when we're able to do that, we go in there having our things pasted. Okay, cool. So we can have this in two ways, depends on how we want it. So take it for instance, this is how I want my own, but we can still go in there, sorry, by copy what we have. So what we have, let's say we have seminar. So here we have something to do as a kind of a demarcation. So while we have workshop, or let's say we have training, so we have this, we have workshop, yeah, we have workshop for individual businesses. Okay, then we have this. So after that we have corporate bodies, individual businesses, organization. We have corporate bodies. So we have this. So we are going to position this under here. Okay, sorry, we need to add. So we have a business support development service. Business support development services. So when we're able to do this, the next thing we need to do is to make sure that we change the font. Depends on our choice. but you think about the font that can be very obvious. So I'm thinking of a vertical. A vertical will be the good as this area where I'm going to position this. Then the mouth, everything needs to be aligned, right? So how can I solve that? So go in there and you make sure that you match everything just as this. Lock what you're supposed to lock so that there won't be any distraction. So after you're able to do that, let there be space in between the right tab, just as perfect as this. After you are able to do that, position this around here. Make sure that everything is plumb according to plan. So position this here. You can increase for it to be able to do the necessary things. Heading back to where you select this. Okay, perfect. Then the next thing is to go into this color, position to the center. Okay, very cool, right? So after that, we are going to leave a breathing space. Then we go in there, change this color. We need to change this, the font. So to Avenging as well. So after you're able to change that, you can position, bring it to the front. Then you click on the alignment. Okay, perfect. Then you make sure that you position very well. Okay, very cool. But the question is it really big enough to accept this? So we can tap here or adjust manually while we reposition and we will arrange centered. Okay, perfect. Then the next thing we need to do is to put a finishing touch to this. While we change all the color to black, so we go into one particular sign here and the color need to be changed as a kind of a decoration. We do the same thing around there. Okay, perfect. Just a light. This is another trick. So where you learn about giving different color inside a particular text. So we do the same thing. Okay, very good. So the next thing is let's try whether we can bold. Can we bold? If we can't bold it, we still need to make it more obvious. We can go to this place while we reduce the stroke to something like 1 to make it obvious. Now everything seems to be cool. Ready, heading back to our gallery. Then we are going to bring the social media icon. So increase the size a bit. Turn on your grid and make sure that you make sure it's centralized. After that, you lock it. Go into this and you have the phone number being pasted. Okay, very good. So after that has been done, we can increase the size. Now I have a position around here. Now you can tap here and make it a little bit big. Okay, perfect. Now everything seems to be plumbable, right? So the next thing we need to do is to merge everything that needs to be merged. Then after that we can proceed on our procedure. So we need to merge it and we continue. So the next thing we need to do is to merge everything, and as I promised, I'm going to show you how you are going to present this on a markup. So you can reduce the size, have a position around here, go into transparent, save as a transparent background for you to be able to use it to further your design. So now guys, I want to teach you how you can present this on a markup. So we go to the Chrome, you can see this has been done. So we go to Photopea, load your Photopea. After loading, click open from computer. Among the option, click on file or whatever to access where you have your markup being saved. So take it for instance, I have my markup on my drive, as you can see. So I'm going to locate this markup. So the markup I'm looking for are here, which is a sitting markup. I'm typing on this markup and then I'm selecting it. When you select and import the markup, just as I show you now, there is possibility that nothing might seem to be working. What do you need to do? You need to be exercising patience. Be looking at the screen of your phone, wait for the responses. When you wait for a little period of time and you didn't see any response, you can continue by tapping or by reconnecting or by off your network and on it again. Then you reload the application. But there is no need for that. We need to wait a little bit. When you wait for like 1 minute and there's nothing seem to work, then you can go and do the second options. But it's very rare for you to see Photopea not working or not responding for a long period of time. But if it does, it means there's something wrong. You need to reload. And as I'm speaking, you can see categorically that after tapping the markup to be imported here, nothing seemed to work. And this is a practical example of what I want you to learn from. So if you experience that and you are clicking this, you can see that this one is not taking you to anywhere and it's not responding. Instead of you to be running and be running again, you are trying to reload and reload again. There's something you need to do. You can tap here again. If nothing has shown after 1 minute, you can tap here and you reload it. Okay, reload it. So when you reload it, you can see there's possibility that it take a longer period of time. If you experience that there's many things that could be the problem, you can open all the tab which you have opened here. So you continue closing them one after the other, right? So closing them will make your work to be faster. Closing them. Okay, perfect. After you're able to close them, we can open another one while we go with our Photopea. Okay. So when you have that, we can now follow the previous processes. So let's see the previous process now, whether it's going to work. Okay. Okay. So this is it. Let's see. Now you can see that it's actually work because you can see loading. Compare to previous one when we click something and there's nothing response. So now we wait. We know why we are waiting since we see something like loading. Now you see the results, right? After that, tap on this layer. Then you see place your logo here. Double tap. When you double tap, layer will pop up. Hide whatever you saw here. Go to file. Open and place. Click on open. Then locate where you have your design being saved. The one I see right now, I know where it is. There is it. Then you tap on it. So tap on it. After tapping, you can actually increase a little bit for your output to be okay. Click on file and tap on save with smart object. Be looking at the screen of your phone. In no time, you see smart object updated. Tap here twice. Be looking at the screen of your phone. In no time, you can see you will see categorically that everything will transform to 3D, and that is amazing. And that is just steps on how you can come up with any particular logo and how you can present it on a markup. I believe this is helpful. The first thing is to make sure you download this markup at the description of this video. After getting that, make sure you tap it. When you tap it, make sure you have your set archiver installed already before you tap it. Then that one will give you an opportunity to extract. After extracting it, follow the process I use and everything will work. Now you can see the results, right? Very cool, amazing. Click on file, export as PNG. Then another window will pop up where you need to pick option of save. Then it will be downloaded at the top of the screen. Okay, you can see. Then you tap and view. You can see the result. I believe we all learn from here. will learn from this video. Thank you for watching. If you are new to my channel, hit the subscribe button, please. And that is just a simple way to fulfill or being an appreciative person. And if you are my subscriber and you have not hit the notification bell icon, please do so that you won't miss out any of my offer or any of my tutorial. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless you. This is the end